So the things are heating up in the AI landscape once again, and probably this is the biggest news after the DeepSeek debacle that we witnessed a few days ago, a few weeks ago, maybe. So Grok 3 is here, which Elon Musk termed as the smartest AI on Earth, and he probably was not faking it this time. So all the benchmarks points to the fact that Grok 3 might be the smartest AI model that we have at the moment, right? So it was the live stream, live demo was just aired last night, and since then everything is abuzz with news of Grok 3. The Twitter is abuzz, the Reddit is abuzz with how the Grok 3, even the Grok 3 Mini, is topping the leaderboards of all the benchmarks. So let's take a look at the live stream and discuss the main factors that are making Grok 3 to rise above the leaderboard in all the important benchmarks. Like here we can see the LM Arena benchmark. It's actually a breaking news, to be honest. Look at the O3 Mini performance and the Grok 3, even early Grok 3 performance. It has like no other model so far crossed this 1400 benchmark. Another benchmark, uh, three benchmarks on this benchmark. You can see the Grok 3 and Grok 3 Mini outperforming all the other latest models. Me in all kinds of tests related to math, science, coding, and everything. This is the benchmark of non-reasoning models, the models that are not thinking, as they're saying. Test time compute and is not reasoning while giving you the outputs, and this is the test time compute reasoning, and at both kind of setting, both kind of environment, the Grok 3 models are performing better than all the other latest model. uh, Crazy stuff is going on, and the live stream event itself was like viewed 4.9 millions views. There seems to be another specific feature for thinking harder, when the model thinks more. Now, so far, all the other alternatives or all the other models that are currently on the market, they are not being able to, the users do not have the capacity to select the thinking mode or the thinking time, or there is no customization option of how long or how deep to think. But it seems that Grok 3 focuses more on thinking with new think harder feature. So that's a thing to keep in mind and keep an eye out for. So you can see it on Twitter, people, and as always, Musk is all a buzz, retweeting, reposting stuff, and touting how he is building the Grok models to be maximally truth-seeking AI and everything. And also during the live event, he mentioned that he will be sending Optimus robots powered by Grok models within a couple of years to Mars, probably. And he says that it's only start. It's only a start. The Grok 3 shattering all the records, claiming top spots. It's just a start. So Grok 3 might be the best base LLM for real world physics. People are coming and creating all sorts of physical models. Grok 3 was able to combine Tetris and Bejeweled. Gravity activates what Grok did in this version. Once you connect at least 3 blocks of the same color in a row, gravity activates. So yeah, new kinds of gaming is coming out. And Musk also said that X.ai will also announce or launch some kind of gaming studio to build AI games. That's another kind of development that you need to be aware of, you need to keep your eyes open for. And Lex Friedman also chimed in and said that I got to use Grok 3 extensively early, and he says that his mind was blown. Very impressive model. So Grok 3 appears to be a state-of-the-art frontier model. This is a huge accomplishment. So everybody is losing their mind. The new latest launch from Elon, the Grok AI. Let's have a look at it.
So that is our goal.
Live event.
Figure out what's going on. And we're very excited to present Grok 3, which is We think an order of magnitude more capable than Grok 2 in a very short period of time. And that's thanks to the hard work of an incredible team. And I'm honored to work with such a great team. And of course,
Another information is that Grok 3 had 10 times more training than Grok 2 actually.
we'd love to have some of the smartest humans out there join our team. Also, we should explain maybe also why do we call it Grok? So Grok is a word from a Heinlein novel, Stranger in a Strange Land. And it's used by a guy who was raised on Mars. And the word Grok is to sort of fully and profoundly understand something. That's what the word Grok means, fully and profoundly understand something.
That kind of related to his mission of developing the maximally truth-seeking AI that fully understands things, right?
And empathy is important.
True.
Yeah. So, yeah. So if we charted XAI's progress,
This chart now is one of the charts that are breaking the internet at the moment. Just look at the. It's really something. The growth,
Elon decided that really the only way for XAI to succeed, for XAI to build the best AI out there,
Here they're detailing how they fast tracked and what are the challenges they faced, and how just within 92 days they scaled from 100k GPUs to 200k GPUs, and how they had to face all kinds of challenges with GPU cohesion and power generation and cooling and managing everything in a single factory. So yeah, and once Elon was saying that a quarter of the cooling system of the whole US they kind of leased for this project. So this is massive.
is to build our own data center. So we didn't have a lot of time, but because we wanted to give you Grok 3 as quickly as possible. So really, we realized we have to build the data center in about 4 months. It turned out it took us 122 days. It's H100 cluster of its kind. And we didn't just stop there. We actually decided that we need to double the size of the cluster. And that one only took us 92 days.
so all the paths, all the roads leads to Grok 3. 10x more compute.
More than 10x,
As I said earlier,
really.
Yeah, really.
Like maybe 15x ish.
Yep, compared to our previous generation model. And Grok 3 finished pre-training early January. And we start, the model is still currently training, actually. So this is a little preview. Been running on this platform called Chatbot Arena for 2 weeks. I think the entire X platform at some point speculated this might be the next generation of AI coming our way. So how this Chatbot Arena works is that it strips away the entire product surface, right? It's just raw comparison of the engine of those AGIs, the language models themselves, and place an interface where the user will submit one single query, and you get to show 2 responses. You don't know which model they come from, and in the end, you make the vote. So in this blind test, Grok 3, an early version of Grok 3, already reached like 1,400. No.
so on Chatbot Arena, people go and just ask random questions, just like as you would do on ChatGPT or something else. And the arena will give you 2 responses from anonymous models, and then the user will vote which one is the best response. And based on those votes, the arena then compiles this data and ranks the models.
And the best AI need to think like a human.
So basically, they are launching 2 models and an agent, which we will be seeing in a couple of minutes. Grok 3 is the normal model, and Grok 3 reasoning is another model that reasons and thinks and performs test time compute, right? Now during the launch, they are showing off kind of the core capabilities of the models. They are telling the model to generate code to animate a 3D plot, right? Of that would show how the launch from Earth to Mars can take place, and then back to Earth at the next launch window. So just this one line prompt of a complex physical situation, one of the most complex physical analysis that one might require. You can easily imagine it's telling them to generate the path of launching rockets to Mars. It's reasoning. Now earlier I was showing one tweet about this mixing Tetris and Bejeweled, 2 different kinds of games into one game, and it also did a good job at this. This is something interesting, is that so far the AME exam for all these AI models, it was limited up to 2024, but just recently the latest exam actually got released, and the models were able to perform at that. So that kind of showcases how the models even doing good at the recent exams like 2025 AIM, and even there Grok 3 reasoning and Grok 3 Mini both are doing better than the O3 Mini. Hi.
So about 5 days ago, AMI 2025 just finished.
So AMI 2025 was finished just 5 days ago.
This is where high school students compete in this particular benchmark. So we got this very fresh new competition, and then we asked our two models to compete on the same benchmark, the same exam. And it turns out, very interestingly, the Grok 3 reasoning, the big one, actually does better on this particular new fresh exam. This also means that the generalization capability of the big model is stronger, much stronger compared to the smaller model. If you compare to the last year's exam, actually this is the opposite. The smaller model kind of learns the previous exams better. So yeah, so this actually shows some kind of true generalization from the model. Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah, so math AMI exam 2024, the Grok 3 Mini actually performed better than Grok 3 full reasoning beta. There's something interesting.
as the Grok continue to evolve, we're going to talk about what we're excited about, but very soon there'll be no more benchmarks left.
Yeah.
So this is interesting. So the AI models will become so much evolved, so much better that very soon there will be no more tests left for them to take.
Yeah, one thing that's quite fast problems, tasks, but somehow it's able to work on all kinds of other different tasks. So is that basically Grok
They're discussing about the learning, self-learning, reinforced learning and stuff.
learns this ability to detect its own mistakes and its thinking, correct them, persist on a problem, try lots of different variants.
What if one day we have a computer just like we thought?
So from the event, from the demo itself, it appeared that their deep search is kind of in depth than the OpenAI's deep research, because as we will see, the thought processes that the model is displaying itself seemed much more detailed and in depth, and the number of sources that it was going through and browsing also seemed more, but proper analysis on specific and same prompt needs to be carried out to be sure. But this is also on par with all the, if not better than the other competitors like Perplexity and OpenAI.
All right, so this was the little physics problem we had. We've collapsed the thoughts here, so they're hidden. And then we see Grok's answer below that. So it explains, it wrote a Python script here using matplotlib, then gives us all of the code. Then the green ball is the vehicle that's trying
See the plot, the 3D plot that the model just generated
so the spacecraft
in
is
action.
transitioning between Earth and Mars. And you could see the journey from Earth to Mars. And it looks like, yeah, indeed, the astronauts return safely at the right moment in time. So now, obviously, this was just generated on the spot, so we can't tell you if that was actually correct solution. So we're going to take a closer look, and maybe we're going to call some
The green dot is the rocket with astronauts.
colleagues from SpaceX, ask them if this is legit.
It's pretty clear.
Look, when the two planets, Mars and Earth, are at the nearest, the launch is taking place.
I mean,
And the transfer is successfully happening.
there's a lot of complexities in the actual orbits that have to be taken into account, but this is pretty close to what it looks like.
He says this is pretty close to what it looks like in actual calculations.
We're currently in a transit window approximately. The next one would be November of next year, roughly end of next year. And if all goes well, SpaceX will send Starship rockets to Mars, and with Optimus robots and Grok.
So, as I have mentioned earlier, SpaceX will be sending Optimus powered by Grok to Mars in the November of next year.
Roughly end of next year.
This
when you
is
ask
the
it-
game of combining Tetris and Bejeweled.
Please join XAI. We're launching an AI gaming studio. We're announcing it tonight. Let's go.
Okay, so this is the AI gaming studio to build AI games on XAI.
Oh, wait.
Super exciting for us is that once you have the best, you already see that. think
Now
overall-
they're actually discussing about the deep search agent. Deep search, if you are familiar with the AI landscape, you already know that OpenAI has launched initially, they were the first to launch something like that, this agentic workflow of doing deep research on the web. So you just ask the model whatever you want to research on, then it completes the whole research of all the available data. What a normal chat does is it just looks on the surface web, just searches for that specific query and finds out the answer from the top 5 to 10 ranking websites. Now, what deep research does is it goes much more deep into the overall search and research, into academic arenas, into all the other kinds of search, into social media, into Reddit and everything. that the research might require, and then it presents a more thorough report than normal answers, right? After OpenAI, Perplexity also released similar kind of deep research functionality on their website that you can check out for free. Now, the OpenAI's version is available on their top tier service package, actually, that costs $200 per month. But on Perplexity, you can have a limited number of deep research for free. You can check that out.
Let's try that.
That is Perplexity.
So around 1 minute. It's okay. So the key insight here, the next startup is going to be on 24th or later, so no earlier than February 24th. So yeah, search on the Flight 7, what happened.
So you can see it has produced a detailed report on their query of when the next
Make a
Starship
new
launch will
conclusion.
be.
Yeah, if we continue to scroll down, right. Inside XAI, we often joke about that,
With all the tables and data necessary.
right. And then
Now, this is what I was talking about. The thoughts, the display of the thoughts seems to be much more detailed. So the Grok 3 will, for now, will only be available for the X Premium Plus subscribers. And they have also released another new app on the iOS. It is not available on Android yet. So only on iOS.
This is for the dedicated Grok app and for the website.
Exactly.
Grok website.
So our new website is called grok.com.
Yeah.
And you'll also
You'd
find.
never guess.
Yeah, you'll never guess.
So the website that was earlier on x.ai will go to grok.com. X.ai was more for the developers, actually, and as a portal for updates and providing API and everything. So that they have launched a new site that is grok.com, where they will be gradually bringing in the latest models.
Yeah, and the version on grok.com on on web browser is going to be the latest and most advanced version, because obviously it takes us a while to get something into an app and then get it approved by the App Store. So and then if something's in a phone format, there's limitations to what you can do. So the most powerful.
So here too, he is kind of bummed with the regulatory situation.
You should expect some imperfections at first, but we will improve it rapidly. So expect improvements literally every day. And then we're also going to be providing a voice interaction, so you can have conversational
Improvements every day, so that's interesting.
In fact, I was trying it earlier today. It's working pretty well, but it needs a bit more polish. The
Voice chat option will be released.
sort of way where you can just literally talk to it like you talk to Grok.
Get some audience.
take a look.
Okay,
A
so
little bit of
this is
polishing away
basically
from-
it coming out of AI, the latest release and advancements about the Grok 3 models. And if you would like more this kind of detailed walkthroughs of the latest AI developments, please subscribe and stay with this channel, AI Abundance. Thank you.